Good afternoon. It's Anne Marie Gaudette from Cruise Holidays of Metro East, Cruise Holidays Select, Cruise Holidays Metro East Moncton, Cruise Holidays. I apologize for not going live last week. It was just a really crazy week, and I just was not able to come live and continue talking about my amazing trip to Jordan and Egypt. But I found time today. I just want to let you know that when you book through me, I don't just book you, I look after you. And that's why I was really busy last week. I have a lot of people sailing this summer, and I needed to make sure their documents were all ready and put together and sent out to them. I have quite a few people cruising Alaska. Last weekend, this week. So I wanted to make sure that they were all comfortable and knew what they had. So, but I'm excited to get back to talking about my amazing trip to Jordan and Egypt. I know I do say amazing a lot. I can't help it. I'm trying not to, but I can't help it because this was honestly a trip of a lifetime. Um, if you don't know me, I am Anne Marie Gaudette. I'll be in business, celebrating 26 years in business this July. I used to work for a full service travel agency, but decided that cruising was for me, and I wanted to focus on cruising so that I could know as much as I can to make sure that my clients are on the right product and have a great time. I do just do cruising. I don't just focus on cruising. I do cruising, but that doesn't mean that when you book a cruise with me, you're on your own. I will help you or book for you your flights, your hotels, your transfers. I'll help you with shore excursions, insurance, anything you need my help with. That's what I'm here for. So I just don't book like all inclusives to Caribbean, things like that. I really like to focus on cruising. And up until I did this trip to Egypt and Jordan in September of 2022, so almost 2 years ago now. I can't believe it. But up until that point, my favorite trip of all time was Galapagos. And now Galapagos is number two. It's still one of my favorites, and I will talk about it one day. But honestly, this was my number one trip of a lifetime. I do still have a huge bucket list of places I want to go and things I want to see. Japan is on there, Africa in 2026, although I have done a safari, but now I want to do more East Africa, Tanzania, Kenya. So that's on my bucket list for 2026. I'd love to do Japan. And there's just, my bucket list doesn't seem to get any shorter. It just gets longer all the time. But, that's what we're here for. The world is ours to travel, and I'm very lucky to have seen so much of the world. So now, before I get started into this, I just want to let you know that Emma Waterways have come out with some amazing last minute specials for this summer for cruises, and especially a lot of cruises if you're a single, where they're waiving the single supplement. So I will put it on my Facebook page later, a little bit about it. But until then, just please, if you feel like you're too late booking this summer, there is still lots of space. Well, not lots of space, but there is still space, including my Rivers and Castles of Europe, which is on the Moselle, Main, and Rhine, and it's August 28th. I have some great pricing, and you will receive prepaid gratuities. And on top of everything else, now there's a promotion that you'll get an extra $150 onboard spending money per person. So you can use it on, since all the short excursions are included with Emma Waterways, you don't need to spend money on excursions, but you can, drinks or a massage or get your hair done or buy something in the gift shop, anything like that. It's $150 per person for you to spend. So please, I'd love to have you come along with me. Give me a call or send me an email, and I can get you on there. Anyways, where I left off the last time, we were just about to get to the the pyramids in Giza, and we had left Memphis. And so I'm going to start off where I left off. I do have everything taped, so if you've missed anything, please feel free to go back and take a look and see what's there. So let me get started here, because I've got videos too, so I apologize. I don't want to jump ahead. I've got, let's add this to the stage, and let me figure out how I do this again. There we go. Okay, we're all ready now. Okay, so on the left, I was very surprised. These are palm date trees, and those yellowish orangey things that are hanging from them are actually dates. So delicious, so nice and fresh, and that's how they grow there. The next beside it is the I'm going to totally get this wrong. This is the this is in the necropolis of Saqqara, and it's the site of the famous step pyramid of King Zoser. It is the oldest pyramid on Earth, and they call it the step pyramid. So, and you'll see in the next slide there, that's why. So it is King Zoser, it's a whole, I mean, this was his pyramid, and it is the oldest pyramid, but it is a whole area, funeral site, as they call it, where there's a couple of pyramids. So this is walking in. There's some information there on the step pyramid, kind of how they built it and what it looks like. This is entering the area, the whole funeral area. It was quite neat. And then, as you can see, it's not just the one pyramid. That mound that's in the distance is an old pyramid too. Although the step pyramid is the oldest, it is surviving better than some. So that's nice. In ancient times, cobras were used a lot. So this is a wall leading up to the funeral area and the whole area of the step pyramid. And I put the picture of me with the step pyramid in the background and the donkey and this guy because you have to be very, very, very careful in Egypt. It's not dangerous. However, they're trying to make a living, and you have to be very careful. This gentleman, his son, who you can't see, asked me if I wanted him to take a picture, and so, silly me. Oh, okay, thank you. And then dad came in, and then the donkey came in, and he was taking pictures. But then, of course, after all the pictures are taken, they want money. And I really had no clue of how much to give them. It wasn't that I really, it was more than I had really wanted. But so you have to be very careful. They are lovely and friendly, but nothing is free. So if they give you something, they expect you to pay for it. It's never a gift. And I was very lucky. My Egyptologist came over and helped me out and negotiated a price for these pictures. So, like I said, it's safe, but just be careful and just kind of keep in mind that nothing is free. There's no gifts. So I just wanted to put that in. Anyways, after we went to the step pyramid, we went to a beautiful lunch at the Nina House, which is at the Marriott Hotel, which is closest to the pyramids. This is literally outside the restaurant. And the Marriott there that is at the pyramids actually has had very, very many famous people, including Princess Diana, stay there. It's the closest that you can get to the pyramids. And as you can see, like, how beautiful. And then, of course, this is the entrance. Next to it is the entrance to the pyramids of Giza. And so here next is one of the, there's several pyramids right here at Giza. This is walking up to the first one, and you can't describe it. I'm actually not going to lie. I was in awe, and it was amazing, but somehow I kind of thought that I was going to feel some vibration or something from the pyramids, and I never did. So I was a little disappointed, but that's my fault because I expected, I don't know. I don't know what I expected. I don't know if I expected aliens to, take me upon them or what. I have no idea. But the sheer size of these pyramids, I mean, honestly, the pictures do not do it justice. There's two beside each other. As you can see, this is the only one that has the alabaster left on top, but you can imagine they were all covered in this. You can imagine how absolutely beautiful they were. To be inside, and just to kind of give you some sort of perspective on how big these are. I mean, those are people walking up the side. In the middle, the one on the left in the middle, that's the entrance to the pyramid. Now, in this specific pyramid, recently, actually just last February, they found a hidden chamber, and then just recently they found another hidden chamber in this pyramid. So even though these pyramids are millions of years, or not millions, sorry, thousands of years old, these pyramids are from 2589 BC to 2504 BC. So they are very old, not millions of year old, but they're pretty old. And as you can see, I mean, the sheer size of them, it's just amazing. But anyways, you can see by the height of the people just how big these are. And of course I had to do and that's my friend Nancy, we had to do the, point your finger at the top of the pyramid to make a cool little picture. So of course we had to do that. So and there we are leaving. Again, you can see three of the main ones here. And what I really want you to kind of see in behind, that's Cairo. So unfortunately, the city is really creeping up on these pyramids. Now, there are, I can't remember how many pyramids in all. There's a couple of hundred pyramids all through, the area of Cairo, and way in the desert, far away. But these are the most famous ones. The ones in Giza, and like I said, you can see three of them there. But it's unfortunate that the city of Cairo is kind of encroaching a little bit on them. Now, I do have a video if I can get to it. No, are we? My video. We will get to it in a minute, I guess. Let's see if this one works. Oh, there we go. So, I mean, the sheer size of it is just outstanding. See how close Cairo is? The city is getting. So then, let me put myself back here again. There we go. So then, after seeing the pyramids of Giza, we flew to Luxor, and everything isn't close. I'm sorry, we didn't fly to Luxor right away. We went back to our gorgeous hotel and had another night, and the next morning we flew to Luxor. So it's about an hour and a half flight, not too far away. But when we arrived, they took us to the Luxor temple. It was nighttime, and unfortunately, these pictures do not do it justice. It was breathtaking. And I really felt, I could really feel how it must have been back then, so many, many years ago. So let's start with our Luxor picture. Oops, wrong one. Sorry. Here we go. Oh, there's a video. This is Luxor.
As for the exit, see, if you look at this side where we came from, that's where right. But definitely, no, but I'll tell you what, if they were the ones who wanted, they wouldn't have accepted that Ramses gets married to the daughter of the king. Oh, well, we don't know. Yeah. Well, that's, well, anyway, we are all humans of the same world. Okay, so now we come to what we call open court. At that point, by the way, before we
Now I'm trying to find the right. No, no. I don't know where my Luxor. Oh, my apologies. I jumped ahead to Luxor. And my true apologies on that one. Because at the pyramids of Giza is also the Sphinx, the most famous Sphinx. And this, I could have spent hours just standing there. It really, I stood there thinking, I'm looking at the Sphinx. I'm looking at the Sphinx. It was just so amazing. It really is. As you can see, it's quite big. It's very big, and with the pyramids in the back, it's right there. Now we're getting to Luxor. My apologies. I thought I was organized, but I guess I'm not as organized as I thought I was. Anyways, to Luxor Temple, this is what we saw when we first arrived. The lights. You can't describe it. It's so large. I mean, unfortunately, you've seen the videos already because I went out of turn a little bit. But I mean, these statues are, humongous. They just truly are. It's just, and it's huge. It really is huge. So there you go. If you could see all the pictures I took of this, I must have 25 of just this entrance to Luxor because it was just. I don't know. Maybe it's because it's the first temple I saw in Egypt. It was just. I think it was a combination of everything because it was nighttime and the lights were shining, and the obelisk was there. Just breathtaking. And I mean, the statues at the side here, the pictures really don't do it. Although there, you can see a little lady there, so you can kind of get an idea of how large they are. But they just, I was blown away. I really was blown away. And these are some of the statues inside the temple. The temple was huge. I tried to really pare it down. And that's why I showed you the video, so you could kind of get a little bit of idea, because it is quite large. And there are, look at the columns, straight. And how did they do that? Like, how did they do that 2,500 years ago is beyond me. But quite, and like I said, I think going there at night really made such a difference. It was just beautiful. And then this is, so we're at the temple of Luxor there, and this is a road, and these little mini sphinxes are on both sides of the road, and that road leads all the way to Karnak. Now, we're not going to go to Karnak right away. We didn't go there right away. We kind of went there a few days later. So I'll show you them in a future live session. But it's amazing because, I mean, a lot of them are missing now, but these sphinx are on both sides leading all the way down, and it's really cool to see, and they're quite interesting. And then, of course, I had to show one last. So when you're standing at that and you're looking outward, that's what you're seeing. You're seeing the road to Karnak, and and like I said, it leads all the way to from Luxor all the way to Karnak. So it's quite interesting. Now, let me make sure. I don't know if I showed you this one. This is Luxor. Showed you this one yet? Columns. Like, how did they do that? So that's what I'm gonna leave for today, because there is I'm sorry that I have to do it in so many sessions, but I literally could have you here 3 or 4 hours, and I know people are busy, and it is a lot to take. So that's why I'm kind of cutting it up a bit for you, so you can kind of, get the kind of not overwhelmed, and enjoy it. But Luxor was pretty amazing. The Sphinx, like, I still to this day can't believe that I saw the pyramids of Giza, and I actually was there at the Sphinx. So Egypt has so much to see. And that's another reason why I really like AMA Waterways. And I'm so glad I did AMA Waterways. And when clients come to me wanting to do Egypt, I always recommend AMA Waterways, because they are the ones that have 7 nights on the river, on the Nile. And as you can see, I mean, it's taken me, what's this, my third or fourth live video, and I'm only just getting to Luxor. Never did I know I had Jordan, and I had the Dead Sea, and I have anyways, I had a lot to before we got here. But still, can you imagine, like, trying to get all this in 4 days? It's just I I don't know. I think it would be so rushed, and So, anyways, I would love, and I know there's a big fear right now because of what's going on in the world. There are people, many, many, many people that are afraid, and that's fine. Vacation holidays are for you, and if you're uncomfortable, do not go, because um, first of all, the money, you're wasting money, but you're not going to enjoy yourself the way you should and get all of your out of your vacation that what you should. And but I honestly can tell you, I have people there right now who have said they have not felt uncomfortable or unsafe at all. Emma Waterways is not going to put you in danger where you are, although it is close to the issue, the problems of what's going on. It's still not that close. So you are safe. When I was there, I never felt unsafe at all. They have guards that come with you, that stay with you, and I felt very comfortable. The people are friendly, maybe a little pushy, more than what us as North Americans are used to, but still not mean or nasty or anything else like that. Very lovely people. I wish, if you are wanting to go, but you're a little bit uneasy, I wish I could make you feel better about going. But it is your call, and it's up to you. But if not, join me in Europe. We're going to Europe in 2 weeks. Today I leave. So I will have another live for you next week, and probably the day I leave, because I don't leave until later on in the day. So I will try and get a live in for you. And then, of course, while I'm away, I will definitely do some lives so you can see what I'm seeing. We're going to England. We're doing Scandinavia, and then spending 4 nights in London afterwards. So I will be trying to bring you guys along with me as much as I possibly can. But anyways, thank you today for joining me, and I appreciate that you watch me. Please share this with your friends too, and share it on Facebook. I'm always so thankful when people watch me and people enjoy what I have to say. I love traveling, and if I can share it and give some of my passion to somebody, that's great. So anyways, have a great day, everybody, and happy Tuesday.